Dorian Perez joining me back up there in the heavyweight division, taking on Pono Pau. March 7th, Power Slap number 12. How good is it to be back up there at the table?
It feels fucking amazing, bro. Fucking amazing. I like being the most active person on the roster, and if they give me the opportunity, I'm gonna say yes. So they can tell me to fight a fucking rhinoceros, and I'll be like, where do I sign?
Yeah, before we got started, you talked about being off from February until December and how hard that was. Now you're getting back in it on back-to-back Vegas cards. You said it feels good. Is it going to allow you to kind of stay in that groove and keep that momentum going?
Yeah, man. I don't know if you know, like I have a thing. Like the more I get hit, like the better I get as time goes on. So I think if I just keep my momentum going, like that fire doesn't go out. Like when you have a long hiatus, you have to rekindle that fire and rebuild it back up, and it's like a long crescendo. If
Mhm.
I can just keep it rolling, just keep firing them off, like I don't have to build that fire up. I'm already there. Um,
For I hear
yeah.
you, my man. I mean, Pono Paul, what have you been able to see from him and the game that he's bringing?
Uh, I think he is like a glass cannon type of character. Like he can hit really hard. Does he hit harder than Bell? I don't even think so. I don't even think it would equate, right? Because Bell hit super hard. He hit me 5 times. If we go the distance with Pono, he doesn't hit as hard, in my opinion, and he's only going to hit me 3 times. So I think ultimately this is just like this match is just decided by me. Do I knock him out? Maybe. If I keep it clean, I'll win for sure. So that's kind of like when they gave me the call for this fight, I was like, hell yeah, dude, it's kind of sick. They want to give me a highlight reel before they give me the bell again. So that's tight. I like it.
Love the confidence, man. Pono Paul has some hype obviously coming off the season. Same as Aaron Turner, James Seekman, guys like that. Obviously, you're one of the OGs. I view this as kind of being, that gorilla versus gorilla match. I think there's going to be a ton of heart. There's going to be a ton of, just grit and determination that's going to
Yeah,
determine the outcome of this match. Obviously, you won the coin toss. You're going to strike first. Do you think that's going to play into this match at all?
it always plays. I think it plays into every match, right? Like you're either coming from a position of power, like where you strike first, or you're coming from a position of a strong finish when you get struck first. So like if I get the last hit, I kind of have the last moment. I have the last moment for the judges to see. So like it's better if you go the distance to get hit second. It's better
Mhm.
if you're gonna fucking knock somebody out to go first. You have that first shot every round to fuck them up. So, I like getting the coin toss, but I kind of don't like that they announce it. I wish it would just be like, and who's going first? Do the fucking coin toss on stage. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
kind of how I feel. Like I like it more of a Russian roulette type of deal. During
No,
the
I mean,
first match, the first event, I didn't even know who I was or who's going first because I told him not to tell me. I told Bisbee not to tell me. And I think it was like a couple of days later that somebody told me, but I don't know. I like the drama.
yeah, well, we seen that in round 1 of Road to the Title season 3. That's what they did. They didn't actually announce until the athletes were already on stage. So maybe that's something they'll adapt in the future. I don't know. I mean, obviously the betting lines, the coin toss plays into it quite a bit. So I think we're gonna
Yeah,
see it this
it's
way
fun,
for
it's fun
now.
to speculate. It's fun to speculate on the fan side of it. Like, oh, this
Mhm.
guy's going first, so the odds go this way or this way. That's cool too. Like, I can understand both sides of it. But just for
Yeah.
me, from a personal, dramatic ass standpoint, I would like to figure it out on stage.
Yeah. I mean, your Mexican heritage, I'm sure you're a fan of wrestling once or twice along your way in your career. Do you think
Yeah.
you're the heel or the hero in this match?
I think I'm the hero, which is fucking weird because I never am. I'm always fucking coming from a position of like being the asshole, right? But I
Yeah.
think I'm the hero because Pono was like super nice to Cooper the whole entire lead up to this fight, and then he didn't talk a single bit of shit. And then as soon as he figured out that he won and he knocked out Cooper, he like stood over him and called him a bitch and started yelling in his face. Like you could be like, "Oh, Dorian, you're a hypocrite because you yelled in James's face." I countered by saying James fucking deserved it and he needed to fucking be humbled and he deserved that fucking line of talking to. Cooper did not deserve that, nor did
Mhm.
Frank the Tank when I knocked him out. I walked away, right? So like my reactions and shit are always measured to the other person. So like if I don't like somebody, if I'm firing off at somebody, it's because there's a fucking reason. I didn't just bully Dwayne because he's fucking Dwayne. I bullied fucking Dwayne because he's arrogant and he fucking talks shit on me that he could beat me in any fucking sport, whether it was tennis or baseball or whatever. And I fucking proved that that's not true. You know what I mean? So my shit is measured, and when that shit wasn't measured, it was like an outburst. I saw that. I didn't like that, and I want to avenge Coop in that way because he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve to be called a bitch after you doing the fucking craziest thing on earth, letting somebody fucking hit you in the face. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like that shit.
Yeah, it seems like there's some extra motivation going into this one for you. I mean, one of the things about you is we never know what we're going to get. Sometimes we see the warrior up there that's going to die up on that stage, and other times you're up there singing. There's a whole spectrum of DTP depending
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
mood and the feeling for sure.
there's gotta be a warrior in the fucking garden, brother. You gotta,
Yeah,
you can't just be a farmer when the fucking raiders come to town.
for sure.
You gotta know how to fight.
For sure. Um, I don't want you to look past this match, but we see, fellow, OG strikers, Ryan Phillips calling it a career. We see Wolverine calling it a career. How long in the tooth are you? Do you still feel like you have a lot in the tank, or do you feel like your days here are starting to get numbered a little bit?
Nah, man. I think I'm fucking hitting a stride here. I don't know. Maybe I'm a late bloomer or I'm hitting a second puberty or something, but I'm getting some weird fucking dad strength and some weird fucking different energy, I feel like I've come into my own with this sport. I've signed my second like renewal contract
Mhm,
in the sport after the Bell fight. So, you know, I'm a little bit more comfortable. I'm a little bit more motivated. I'm a little bit more fucking experienced. And like I've forgotten more shit about slap fighting than any of these motherfuckers could ever like hope to know. So like
mhm,
I'm kind of I'm kind of fucking solidified. I feel like I got 10 years, right? Like I started when I was 23. Maybe ask me again when I'm 33.
mhm.
Yeah,
Crazy. I didn't actually realize you're that young.
yeah, I'm fucking. Well, I'm 27. I'll be 28 June
Yeah.
2nd. Yeah, so
Still a baby, my man.
yeah, I'm still.
Yep.
I don't wear it well. Like it's been a
Yeah.
hard 27.
But,
But
you said something there that's interesting because when I first met you, and I don't mean any disrespect by this, but, you were a guy, you know, you went through a lot of tragedy, you were in car accidents. I know you were in some hard financial times. I mean, I know you've come into some good paychecks along the way now. Do you still feel like you have that hunger and that motivation that you did when you didn't have anything now that you've come into the success, both financially and monetarily? And I mean, last time we seen you up there for a title, so you're getting in that spotlight. Do you still have that same desire and hunger when you had nothing as you are now, where you're much in a much more plentiful space?
yeah, I'm always gonna be me. And I think I said this before too. Like I'm me. And I'm never gonna stop fucking being me. And I think that's what got me to the dance in the first place. So you never stop doing what got you to the dance. And
Mhm,
I mean, it's not like I've hoarded my money, right? I've spread it around to family. Like all of our family has gone through crazy financial times, and like 2008 hit everybody fucking hard. So there's like a lot of catching up to do. So I'm just trying to do my part to pay back the people
mhm,
that put me in my position. So like I'm just using this like money to fucking make my family more comfortable and you know spread the wealth around to them because ultimately like they're where I get my strength from. Like
mhm,
love is where I get my strength from. Hate is such a fleeting emotion and it goes away, but love is forever, bro. If you fight out of hate, once that hate goes away, there's nothing to fight for. But when you fight out of love, you fight to the death.
for sure. I mean, well spoken. Couple more from me before I let you go. We've got Aaron Turner versus Jane Seekman in the heavyweight division on this card as well. How do you think it's going to go?
I don't know. I think maybe James will get it just like based off of like he's had a little bit more experience and he's like also uber um, obsessed with
OCD?
Power
Yeah.
Slap. Um, but Psychman is a fairy. He's a sensitive little guy, and if he doesn't win, he's gonna fucking cry, brother. He's fucking cry. Like, yeah, I mean, he's crying daily on fucking Instagram about why am I not fighting Dorian or Ryan? I deserve it, and I deserve this, and I deserve that, and that's where I disagree. I don't think anybody really deserves anything. Um, you either go out there and take what you take, or fucking say yes to the opportunities that you're given, and that's
Mhm,
kind of just is what it is. Ultimately, at an
mhm,
overarching philosophy, it is what it is, brother. If you're not fighting me, you're not fighting me right now. You're not gonna fucking no amount of bitching and complaining is gonna change anything on the roster or anything on the fucking card. So just fucking do what you gotta do. That's what I always said. That's why like he messaged me like, aren't you fucking mad that you're not facing the bell? Like, no, fucking the bell probably needed some time. He's probably doing something else. So why is that going to stop me from fighting and collecting my fucking money and collecting my highlights?
for sure. Well spoken again, man. Some wisdom coming from you today.
Yeah, fuck, man, you got. I feel like just with the amount of experience I've got from being in Power Slap, like I could understand what a lot of these guys are going through, and they don't even understand what I went through because like during
Mhm,
the preliminary fights, I did 2 fucking fights back to back, and then didn't hear shit from Power Slap for a whole year, a calendar year. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was just they canceled the show. They didn't tell me shit. So like yeah, when you guys don't get calls for 2 months or 3 months, it's because you're not that fucking important, and they'll fucking get to you when they fucking get to you, and that's it.
mhm. 100%. One last one for me, my man. If Pono Paul is watching this interview, what do you want to say to him?
Aloha, howdy, motherfucker. I'm coming in there. I'm gonna split your fucking wig in half, and we can have a beer afterwards. On me. God bless.
Awesome, my man. Appreciate you joining me. Travel safe. Look forward to seeing you once again in Las Vegas.
Hell yeah, man. See you later.